Here are my 3 easy steps for creating your own high converting ads. Step 1 is interrupt. This is going to be your hook. So in the previous videos we talked about hook, story, offer. Your interrupt is going to be your hook. Step 2 is engage. This is your story. It's your who, what, and why. And then step 3 is your how. It's your call to action. It's what to do next. When it comes to writing specific ad copy for ads on Facebook, there are different examples that you can use for interrupts. One is just to use attention city name or hey specific patient type. For example, hey Annapolis or hey Annapolis area patients, hey CrossFitters, hey teachers, attention city name. From there, address a pain point. An example for chiropractors or pain management would be neck pain, back pain, and headaches are no fun, right? Or new knee pain treatment now available. Or finally, a non-drug, non-surgical approach to knee pain that actually works. Keep in mind that the video or the image that you use should also have a hook and stand out as a pattern interrupt. And another trick is to use the hook as a headline. Here are my 10x tips for new patient marketing with image ads. The best one is going to be having a picture of the treating physician or practitioner working with patients. A real picture, an authentic picture. Another example would be a staged photo of the physician or doctor working on a patient and the patient actually enjoying it. An example for chiropractic or physical therapy or manual therapy may be a picture of a patient in a position where they would normally get treated and the doctor staging an adjustment or staging manual therapy. Another one that I find that works really well, especially with physical medicine, chiropractic, physical therapy, is x-rays. People love x-rays. As physicians and doctors, we see them all the time, so we don't think much of them, but patients don't see them that often. So pictures of x-rays or MRIs, these are really great hooks to pull people in, especially when it's specifically related to the campaign objective that you're trying to market for. I would recommend avoiding Facebook stock images. They typically don't perform very well at all, and other third-party images typically underperform as well when compared to an authentic, real image of the actual doctor or people that work in the practice. Real photos that are authentic, that come from you, are going to work better and outperform anything that you can pull from online. Here are my 10x tips for video ads. One of the favorite courses that I ever took when it comes to creating video content was Hank Norman's course on how to create video content to attract more customers, more buyers, etc. In that course, he talks about a few different things, and I'm just going to recap what he teaches and what I got from it. One is today, all businesses need video content. People like video, that's how they consume information and that's how they connect. Another strategy is just start by using your camera on your phone and record the written copy that you've already written out for your ads. Just verbatim, speak it out as a script and talk into the camera. The third thing is keep it authentic. Be you, be human, be fallible. Don't try to be completely perfect. Puts people off. People want to see authenticity and transparency. Number 4, lighting and sound matter a lot. It's really important to make sure that people can hear you and that they can see you. That's the main ways that they're going to be able to consume that content. They want to be able to hear you and see you. So make sure the lighting's good. Use a ring lamp like I'm using here, or use really, just turn on the lights. Make sure that it's well lit. And then with sound, a microphone attachment to your phone works really well. You can get those on Amazon, super cheap. Here's a big one. Look at the camera, not the screen. So when you're recording content, it's really important to make sure you're looking at the camera and not at the screen next to the camera. People can see where your eyes are looking. They want to feel like you're connecting with them and that you're looking at them. And so you have to visualize someone being on the other side of the lens. So look through the camera lens, don't look at the screen. Complementing that, make sure that you're talking to your camera as if someone's on the other side of it, because in reality there is someone on the other side that's listening and watching. Lastly, keep it simple and have fun, so that way you'll want to keep coming back and doing it again, and you'll get better and better as you go. Step 2 to creating your own high converting ads is going to be engage. Engaging is basically telling your story. It's your who, your what, and your why. Your who is basically you introducing yourself. It's, hi, I'm Dr. Brant Green with XYZ Clinic. It's just an introduction. Your what is, what are you talking about? What are you trying to promote? What benefits are you promoting? What is the uniqueness of the message? What is it about? Your why is why it's relevant to the person on the other side. Why does it matter to them? How do they benefit? Why should people want it? The goal is just to create a hook, over-deliver, and get them to take action. Which brings me to step 3 of creating your own high converting ads, which is your how, or your call to action. It's how does the person watching your content or reading your content get the offer? How do they take the next step? What do they need to do? And we call that a call to action. It's going to be click on the link below, send us a message on Facebook, give us a call, watch the video, sign up below. It's just a call to action and tell them what to do next. Remember, this is the thing that I see most commonly missed in marketing campaigns and content production across the board. Additional suggestions that I would recommend to utilize in some of your ad copy and when you're split testing is to utilize stats and numbers and statistics. People like numbers, people like data. They want to know that there's some objectiveness behind the content that you're creating. So you can be creative here and kind of brag on yourself. You can talk about how long you've been in practice. You can talk about how many patients you've seen with this condition. You can talk about how big your practice space is and how much square footage you have. You can talk about how many providers and staff that you have on your team. Numbers matter. People like numbers. Another suggestion is to create scarcity with your offers to encourage immediate action. The ways that you can create scarcity are by putting a limited quantity or setting a time frame. Limited quantity would be the number of appointments available or the number of vouchers available for a specific offer that you have. Or time frame could be they only have so many days to take advantage of it, or the offer expires at a certain date or deadline. And again, this encourages people to take action faster because as humans, we tend to procrastinate if we give the opportunity to. Even when your campaigns are doing really well and your ads are converting well, I encourage you to continue to split test and create new ads, new creatives. Keep things fresh. Even if it's converting well now, in a few days it could die. That could go through that ad fatigue stage, and as a result, your numbers are going to go down. So continue to get new content out and continue to split test and run new images and new copy, new content. Keep things fresh, keep things engaging. One important suggestion is to make sure at the end of every campaign that you set up, when it comes to your Facebook ads or anytime you use a link or a URL and you're sending people to an outside landing page or a website, make sure you test the URLs and make sure that that's correct and it works. The worst thing you can do is set up your ads, your campaign, do all this work, and then get the wrong URL in there or a broken link, and people are seeing an ad, they're clicking on the button, and it's not going anywhere. So make sure you test all your links. That's just one thing I wanted to make sure I put in there. Facebook pixels. So Facebook pixels are great. They're great tools. Make sure you're utilizing these. It's a little bit of code that Facebook produces, and you embed those on your landing pages, and it tells you on your ad manager what's working, what's not. It allows you to track views. It allows you to track how many leads you're getting, how many people are viewing your content. It also allows you to create retargeting campaigns later. So if someone lands on a landing page, but they didn't go to the next step, you can specifically target those people that never made it to the next step with a unique offer. So it's a very, very powerful, very useful tool. So make sure you check those out. Make sure you're utilizing your Facebook pixels. Interpreting your results. So when you get your ads up and running and you've got your pixels installed and you start to run these ads and you start to get leads coming in, you want to interpret results and see what's working. So some of the metrics that I encourage you to check out and utilize are going to be obviously your cost per lead. That's the most important. Your lead costs are going to be the most important factor at the end of the day.